All right. Yeah. So welcome, Mohammed. Um, cool project idea. Tell me a little bit. Tell me a bit about yourself and the project that you want to work on.
Yeah, so I am like ethnically from Pakistan, but I've spent like my whole life in America, and I currently live in like the Bay Area, and I go to community college, and
Mhm.
I am a computer science major, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Not
Cool.
much else.
What are the classes that you get in the first and second year of computer science?
So I've finished like Intro to C++, object-oriented programming. I'm next semester I'm gonna be taking data structures and Java,
Cool.
and then maybe semester after that like assembly or something.
All right. Cool. So all the low level stuff. No full stack or web development stuff yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Sometimes they just sort of like add it in somewhere, because it's more of a hands-on,
Hmm.
it's more of a learn by doing thing than there's not really any theory to it, honestly.
Yeah.
And you'll see when I show you, it'll be like, yeah, this is just something you kind of have to see. um, cool. And tell me about the project.
So the idea that I had was like we make something which you enter your major and then you enter the community college you go to and then
Mhm.
like where you want to transfer out of, and then it'll give you like a schedule basically,
Yeah.
because there's like specific classes that you have to take, and like a bunch of people they'll just spend like waste their time going to like meetings, counselors, and it takes a lot of time to build a schedule, and it's kind of confusing as well. So like having something that automatically makes like a blueprint or something would be kind of nice.
Okay. Cool. And you had mentioned something to do with transferring. Is this
Yeah.
specifically for those kind of students, or is this a general tool?
I think this could be a general tool as well, like for like freshmen as well, because all like universities they have like the same lower division requirements. So if you want to just finish those requirements, you'd need a schedule, right? But
Right.
it probably benefit the transfer students more because they all have to do specific stuff to get into specific places.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're saying that basically the university doesn't provide you with a tool, with a good tool to optimize your schedule for the credits you need.
Yeah, so there's like a website like assist.org. It'll tell you which classes that you need, but it doesn't like give you a schedule. It doesn't tell you if you should take this first, if you should take that second, if you should, like when you should take what, which could be kind of confusing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to remember when I was a student, I feel like someone just kind of sent me my schedule and then I could sort of change things, but there wasn't a good, that was definitely not like a good experience.
Hmm.
Um, so okay, yeah, walk me through this.
So like you have the academic year on top. That's just like each year some of the class requirements might change.
Nice.
But if you enroll in like let's say 2021 and then the class requirements change in 2023,
Yeah.
whichever ones in between you could do. Like for like UCs, they don't check. Like let's say you enrolled a couple years before the requirements change. It doesn't matter if it changed while you were enrolled, so you can do any of the old requirements. And then institution, that's like the community college you go to, and
Yeah.
then like you could be like yeah, like Ohlone or like any other. You see, there's a bunch of colleges,
Right.
and then agreements with other institutions. That's like the UCs or CSUs, like the public universities. So you have like Cal State, then you have like the UCs as well. So you just choose which one you want to go to. So like people like let's say your dream school is like Cal Poly or something.
Mhm.
You can go there. Yeah, like I don't know either one, right? It's yeah. So you press view agreement from this community college to that, then you have your major, right? Like you can
Okay.
major in anything, let's say computer science, and then it's gonna like view agreement. Yeah, like it opens a new link, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the new year, it's like it's all built into the website, and then you scroll down and it tells you which classes are required.
Okay. So, um, we want to be able to transfer from Wait, from here to here, from the right to the left?
Yeah, yeah. No, so the right is the community college thing, and then the left is the equivalent at the university. You just have to do the right, and then once you finish that, you can go and do the upper division. But the arrow is just saying this class is
Yeah,
equal to that class.
got it. And so how would you use this? Let's just think from the user's point of view. How would you use this? Let's say do you have a plan to transfer to another college?
Yeah.
So, and how would you use it for that?
So I would probably put in the college and then like where I want to transfer and then my major and then I'll like put in like the amount of semesters I plan on attending because some people they might attend 2 years or which is 4 semesters, some might do 6. So if I say I want to do let's say 4 semesters, right? That's going to be a bit more work. I'll have to spend like get a bit of extra classes each semester. So then they'll have like a specific plan. It'll say, oh, take Calc 1 in the fall, take Intro to C++, take physics, and then next semester you can take Calc 2, like the next class for C++, and then the next physics class, and then your third semester you can take like assembly or whatnot, and then fourth semester, and then by that time you'd be done with all the requirements.
Right. And how do you know what are the requirements for the school that you want to transfer into?
Like those are the requirements right there, like Math 140, Math 135, CS 161.
Oh, okay. So it's literally all right here. So
Yeah, it's there.
um what's the latest that you can transfer from one college into another? Is it like it's like after 3 years you can just go and do the last year?
There is no minimum. You could spend 1 year, you could spend 2, you could spend 3 years. It's your choice. But you just have to finish the classes.
But you cannot just transfer like in the you have to do like at least a semester or two at the university you're graduating from, right?
You have to get 60 units.
Oh, okay. You have to get 60 units out of how many?
There's no limit. Like there's like unlimited units you could take, but the minimum to transfer is 60.
And to graduate?
And to graduate, that's once you get into the university. I don't know how many that would be, but I think it's like 150 or 100, something like that.
Oh, okay. So you're spending half to, at least a third of your time at the final university where you graduate from.
You're spending half your time with the bachelor's, yeah. You'll spend 2 years undergrad and then 2 years upper division.
Which you can load up on all of these from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this gives us the courses that we need, and then what about the schedule aspect?
Schedule aspect, that you'd probably like the way I was thinking maybe do it is have the classes which are prerequisites like Calc 1 you have to take before Calc 2, Calc 2 you have to take before like Calc 3. You could have them like you could have like I don't know like some state like you have to make sure that you have to take that one before, so 1 semester before each.
Yeah.
And then depending on let's say the user's input on how many years or how many semesters he wants to spend, you could have like a unit cap. So like if he wants to do maybe 30 units like in 2 years, and so then he'd probably have to take 18 units a semester, right? So then you get each class, see how many units it is, and then just like add as much as you can, and then go to the next one, get the next requirement for the next semester. And then if he wants to spend like let's say 3 years, he'd need less units, so he could do maybe like 12 units a semester.
Can you break that down for me a little bit slower? So how do I know? Let's look down here. So we have like, these are the first classes that you'll take, right? Or
yeah, you have to take all of those. So like you can take the pre-calculus, plain trig, and then like you have to take the lower division requirements, right? So go down.
Yeah.
So these go up. Those are just approved. You don't have to take these. It's just these 6 classes you need to take.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5.
Yeah, but on the right side, the left side is just what the university calls it. So the left side is what the people in the university would like take. This is for the community college. Yeah.
And so, how do we know which ones we can't take at the same time? Just because you cannot take multiple CIS classes at the same time, is that true?
You could, as long as they don't have like a prerequisite. So like, for example, introduction to C programming and introduction to C++ programming. Since they're introductions, they don't have a requisite, right? But
Yeah.
then data structures, to take data structures, you'll have to take one of the introduction classes.
How do we know that from our data?
You have to, from your data, if it's an introduction class, you can take it simultaneously. If it's like a class that says like 2 or 3, or it says like data structures or like advanced something, then that would have to go like the next semester.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be hard to make an algorithm for, right?
Yeah.
Just something to think about, but that's okay. That's just something I'm just trying to fully wrap my mind around the thing that we're dealing with here. It's a really cool idea, and I think maybe for today, we can just start by trying to unlock some of this data so that you can start playing with it. Because I know
Yeah.
you mentioned that they've sort of locked it down.
hmm
And is it always in this this PDF format?
No, no, it's not. So if this is for the 2022 year, so if you go back, like go to the website and then just change the institution to like Ohlone College,
Yeah.
because that's I think one of the bigger colleges, right? So it's like more updated.
Which one?
Ohlone, just type OH and then yeah, first one, and then
College.
go to like UC Berkeley or something or one of yeah, and then via agreement, yeah, 2023, and then you just type computer science, right? And then it's gonna come on the right side. It will come in like a PDF.
Okay. Oh, okay. So now we have this. It's really an HTML format over here.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then we can do. So the trick that I kind of did when I was messaging you, which I don't think I showed you, is I used the web inspector. Have you ever used the web inspector?
Yeah, yeah, I have, yeah.
So that's just what I did, and I don't think this shows up on the screen share. No, it doesn't. It literally just makes the the page smaller. But I can add it to the screen share if I do this. Screens window here. Okay. So so yeah, that's all that I did here under network tab, and I guess we can do like this. So let's see what kind of format that comes in as. I'm not sure if this would be here agreements. Let's see if that's it. Yeah, I think so. I think this is a JSON format, and I'm just kind of looking to see if this is relevant. We can copy here, maybe this, and see if that shows up here. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like the relevant stuff shows up in this JSON format. And this looks like it's the electrical engine. I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like it's relevant. So let me open up like JSON, the viewer online. Where's the viewer? Up here. So you can dig down into, whoa, okay. Articulations or template assets. Okay, it looks like this didn't completely parse, but I'm expecting that here maybe under academic here. We may be able to parse this out to get the data that's in here. So yeah, so then we would be able to get the data for any pair of universities. Would that help us? Where would that put us?
So I think once you could get the data,
Hmm.
uh, you just have to, I think, let's see, once you have the data, you just need to make like an algorithm which just gives you the schedule. So the basics of that, I think, would be get how many units each class is with. So it says that on the side, right? Like you see the
Yeah.
number, 5, 4. So that's the units, and then let's see, depending on how many semesters the user wants to like spend in college, you could do like either 18 units or like 12, 15 units, right? And then you could just get the prerequisite classes, which usually like they have like a name, which like you can identify them with. So like, introduction is like the base thing, and then you have like maybe advanced as like the second or third. There isn't many there isn't many like classes you need to take, right? Like at max it's like 3 classes with like, let's say calc 1, calc 2, calc 3. Like it might be that's like the most you'll get. So it shouldn't be that like big of an issue, I think. And then you just put them like one semester after another. So
Yeah.
fall, and then spring, and then if the user wants summer, you could give him some class in the summer. Otherwise, next year's fall, and then next year's spring.
Cool. Um, let's say for today, let's just try and get some of this data out here
Yeah.
into a Python notebook.
Okay.
I think that's already solving maybe like half of the problem. So, um, yeah, I'll make do you use Python much?
I've done a bit of Python, not much though.
That's fine. Um, I mainly use it because it's just so convenient
Mm-hmm.
with Google Colab. So, where can I? So basically, stop present share here. So basically, I just created this notebook,
Yeah.
and I'll add you to this notebook actually.
Okay.
So I have your email address. I'll add you. Yeah, and then we can start. Okay. So yeah, I've just added you to that.
Yeah. Checking. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Cool. So I'm gonna see if I can just use the web inspector to copy down to basically translate this web request into Python.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay. So yeah, there's a pretty simple way to do that if you can find the right request. I found a request called agreements, and then I just right click on it, and then I do copy the request as I guess fetch, copy as fetch. So here is the result that I got from that. Let me just like have a quick glance over at that, see if it looks like kind of what we're looking at. So this is the backend API.
Yeah.
There's a receiving institution ID, a sending institution ID, an academic year ID.
I think you just need the receiving institution ID. You won't need the sending,
Oh, really?
because I think you only need just the half, like one half of the side, right? You only need the right side. The left side doesn't really matter as much.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. Um, well, we'll leave it in because that's exactly as it.
Mhm.
Know that this works, um, or doesn't. Let's have a look. So, yeah, in Python, few things we have to actually install before using them. So I just do pip install fetch. This exclamation point here is the same as running a terminal command.
Okay.
So if we do something like ls, then it will show. This did not work, but that could possibly be because I'm not using the right package name. So the package names, they get used up, and then you'd have to use a different one. So this is obviously the wrong. I obviously just installed the wrong thing. Wait, let's have a look here. This is not Python code. Wait, is it? It could be. Yeah, it could be. Because, but I think I actually want. Oh yeah, no, that's JavaScript code. Okay, they don't provide. They don't provide the Python. That's the problem. They don't provide the Python code to us, but no worries at all because we have ChatGPT and we can just. I can just let me share that back. I can just ask ChatGPT to
translate the code.
Translate this to Python, and my brain is still in JavaScript mode. We need to use requests instead of fetch, which is just literally the same thing. Just a library to make web requests. And I will copy that in to here. What was I thinking? Okay. So that's looking good, but not looking readable. So what I want to do is I want to pretty print the results. And that should look something like this. That looks better already. Oh, this looks good. Okay. Well, that's just a list of the agreements that they have. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I probably wanted was a different API call, right? It's just listing the majors, right?
Yeah, so if it's listing just the majors, you might want it seems like category code major, but what if you change that to like articulation? Would that do anything? Is this is finding?
Yeah, so we have agreements here.
You'll have to, I think, go like one more in because after majors, it'll show the requirements. So these are all the majors for what college is it?
Yeah. Let me have a look. So agreements. Yeah, I hope there is an API for this one. That would be. So I'm looking at one other request here. Here, let me show you back the other window that I have open. This one. Okay. So This is the request that I'm looking at.
Mhm.
Um, I wonder if that's different than the first one. They all look the same to me right now.
Uh-huh. So that's the academic use. That's not as important.
Institutions, it's not too important. Agreements, this is the one that I think I just copied, was this one.
Yeah.
But
It might
actually, this
be
one looks better.
agreements. Yeah. That one looks like it.
This one looks better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I did. I did copy as fetch before. That was that's fine. It's JavaScript, but we'll have
Mhm.
to translate it. So now I will go back to ChatGPT and translate this to Python requests. Okay, looks a bit different. Cool. Let's copy this. Okay, let's see if that does something better. Okay, yeah, this is the thing that we kind of first looked at, right?
Mhm. Yeah. So that looks better.
Yeah, this
And
looks
then yeah, it's giving you the community college, the semester, and then it's not. It's not giving the classes though. It's
well,
giving them
got this
unit.
insanely long string here.
Oh, okay. Oh no, yeah, it is showing the classes. Yeah.
Thing here, which is it looks like HTML.
Yeah, it's showing the classes as well.
It's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this one for now. Clear output. I want to see like I'm just trying to see like if this data is coming in like a structured way or if it's all messy. It looks a bit messy to me. See how this is like HTML code,
Yeah.
but this is the right data that we want, right?
Yes, that's the data.
Calculus 2. So we may have to parse HTML instead of JSON format.
Okay, so that's-
Let's see. So let's see if it comes in. I'm going to clear this and make a new cell here. That way I can just run this line without running the whole request. And then I'm going to see if it's maybe in this. Just going to zoom in on this one.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's going to be template assets or articulations. Let's try this. No, it's not in there. It's definitely in there. This looks interesting too, actually.
Yeah. This has the classes as well, and then yeah,
Interestingly, it doesn't. Oh, here it does too, actually.
yeah. But it doesn't have like the specifics. It's just saying math. I mean, no, it does. It said 101C before. I think this is what we need. I think this is the, yeah, 101A and then 101B and C. I think this is the one which is talking about the community college ones.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And the reason why this didn't parse out the first time I tried it with the JSON viewer is because you're familiar with JSON format?
Jace, I've done like a really small amount, but not much with it.
Yeah, JSON format is just, name, James, age, whatever. 5. So this is the this is JSON.
Yeah.
Format. Always have to have the quotes on the keys, and it looks very similar to like a Python dictionary as well. But that's the format that this is coming in as, which is great.
Yeah.
If it was an HTML, that would be, another half an hour at least for us to start parsing it. But what they did is they actually took a whole JSON string and then converted that into a string with all these backslashes.
Yeah.
And then they put that into another JSON object. So it was like double encoded. That's fine. We can use something like JSON dot, something like JSON dot loads, I think. And that should hopefully parse that, I think. Yeah. Okay. So we've just parsed it again. And see how this is super long. Here, let me copy this and put this back into the JSON viewer. Invalid. Okay, a different one. This one. Oops. Hang on, my computer's running out of disk space.
Okay.
I have to close a lot of things right now. Okay. Here. Here. There. There. Okay, I think that should be good. Okay, so yeah, those first couple JSON viewers were. I had a good one before, but I lost it. These ones are kind of ugly.
Yeah.
I think this is not showing up exactly as I wanted it to. Maybe it's because it's an array. It's not parsing it right.
Maybe.
But this is, maybe if we go slowly through it, we can read it, and I can maybe make it look a little bit better using some indentation. Print. Okay, let's just, I'll try not to scroll too fast so you can actually read what's happening here. So at the top, we have articulation. What is an articulation?
So that's, I think, the course which is like being equivalent. Like you have like community college, they have one class, and then the university has the same class. So when a course is like articulated, it's like that class is equal to that class.
Okay, that makes sense. So we have the this thing sending articulation.
Yeah, so I think sending articulation, when you scroll down, that's the one with the community college classes. Yeah,
Right.
like programming with, yeah, all this is the ones which transfer.
Yeah. Okay. But we want the university class data, right?
You
Oh,
want the community college one, so you want this thing right here.
oh, this is what we want.
Yeah.
Okay. And interesting here, there's an and. So that might mean that you need both of these?
Yeah, you'll need that, and then there should be a couple other classes as well.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the first. So there's multiple like this.
Yeah.
Discrete mathematics and probability. Um, so this one says sending. Oh, so this is the course. This is the university course, and then this is the articulation, and
Yeah.
it says this one's not allowed, right?
This one, this course, yeah, this one's not allowed. This one, it's like you gotta take it after you transfer, so you don't need that.
Okay. So, actually, I think we can kind of read this, but I'm just curious to see. I want to see how many there are.
Hmm.
So I'm going to use the length function. I don't think anything in Python is harder than the languages that you're learning. Now this says there's 8,042, and that means that I left it in the string format, so it gave the length of the string, which wasn't what I wanted. I want to
Yeah.
parse as JSON. Okay, so this says there's 6. Does that make more sense?
6, yeah, I think 6 classes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So we know how to get the classes, and we know how to do it for any university, at least in the institution ID. We might even be able to just loop through the institution ID starting from 0. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
We would still need to find a way to look up. Yeah, we might want to download the institution IDs as well.
Okay.
Cool. Tell me your thoughts right now.
So I'm thinking that it's gonna be a lot of data breaks, because this is just like one specific thing. So you have one community college to one UC, and
Yeah.
there's like dozens of them.
Yeah. Some of them don't have the JSON format, but you think that it's a good bet that most of them do?
I think most of them would have it.
Okay. That's the thing we can test. Um, do you need how much do you think it would change if we change um if we change the because so there's a university and there's a college, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to get it first for every university, or
Uh,
I think if we
is
remove one ID, it could break. We could try this. See here we have institution,
Yeah,
and then what is it? Just
agreement.
agreement number. Do you think this could be actually the
I think
this
you
is
only need one agreement. You wouldn't need both.
this is the this agreement number
Uh-huh.
is actually the ID of the
The university.
university,
Okay.
and then this institution, I guess, is the college.
Yeah.
Okay. So what makes more sense to how would we iterate through these if we wanted to get a bunch of them?
Let's see. Uh, if you wanted to get a bunch of them, I don't know. You might have to like manually like go per university, but that's gonna take too long.
Hmm. Um. So Yeah, there's probably like how many different universities and colleges do you think there are?
There's, I think, like 40, 50 community colleges, and then like what, like 30 or something UC CSUs.
You say 80?
30,
30.
30. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 30 times 40 is, over 1,000.
Yeah, and
Well,
then that's not even it. Then you have like 100 majors, so it becomes too much.
okay. So yeah, okay, there's no chance that we're gonna download them all. Um, because that would be, around 100,000
Yeah.
agreement. However, we can try and make something which helps which uses the API.
Hmm.
It's a public, at least it's publicly available API. Um, and we could try and make something that works with this data here, right?
Yeah. So what would the API give us access to? Would it be like,
This
what would
this
it?
this is the API right here. This is the output
Uh,
of it. Yeah.
so, okay. So it would be just this specific thing, or would it also give access to like other like colleges or no?
This? Oh, yeah. What we've done here is we have like we have the institution ID, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can change this one and let me copy this. Let me get it. Let's just let's delete this one. Won't need it anymore. And put this here. Okay. So just put all that code together. So if I change this institution ID
Hmm.
to 47, we should be getting another institution.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is how your application could work. It's gonna know. We're gonna be able to recreate that drop down list.
Yeah. So we could do that. Oh yeah. Okay. So we could do that, and then it changes the number, and then it's outputting the courses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure that it's changing when I change it. So now it's
Hmm.
at 16 and I see like comp sci 61B. I change it to 15. I see the same one. But that's because this is for the university, right? So if I change, let's say I change this one, 76. Oh, that's still the same. I wonder. Oh, so this is a refer URL. That's actually not the URL of the request at all. That's that probably isn't even necessary, honestly. The refer URL is the page that we came from, is the page that we were on
Okay.
called this. And
So would you want to change the key on top then?
exactly. And actually this isn't even being used anywhere in the code. so that's fine. We would want to change this. Okay, yeah. Um okay, and this must be a major. One of these is the university and one's the institution. Oh, we have year number and then institution and university, something like that.
Yeah.
So if I would change this one to 78, we get nothing back. Okay, so that means it's an invalid. It's an invalid ID. So if I go back to
I think each university might have like a unique major thing, like the ID.
right, okay, so we're gonna have to, yeah, that's a fairly good point. So we're gonna have to actually index. We're gonna have to index those majors, and did we do that here? That was giving us, aha, we have done this already, right?
Yeah, it's all the majors being indexed here.
So that's nice. Let me just clean this up because we know we don't need that. So we can take one of these keys,
Mm-hmm.
copy it here, and we should be able to get. Okay, so
Yeah.
now we're in history of rock and roll, economics, something different. Okay. And then we can use this. So let's see if I change this one. Now it's at Italian studies. But if I change this to 78, let's see, is that a university? Well, we got nothing. So maybe that's not a university. Easy to check if I just go onto the actual site. Assist.org. Okay. Here. Okay, so we have 84 is one and 115 is one.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be, I'm not sure which order that is. That did not work. The year 73. Okay, that worked. One time I had these two switched, and then the other time I put in 74 as the year, but that was too, they didn't have it available. So yeah, yeah, the last school had Italian studies. This one has anthropology. It's different. What we could do is we could kind of reproduce those drop down menus.
Yeah.
And it's actually possible to do that in Colab. It's not like the most prettiest way, but I can just say make me a drop down menu GUI in Python Colab, and they have sort of these iWidgets.
Yeah.
So we'll try this. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So and then all this text it clears out the second time you run it. Oops. Well, it should clear out the second. Don't need to run this one again because it's already installed, but just comment that out for now and then run this again. And yeah, then we can recreate those drop-down menus like that. So I guess the way we could test it would be we could populate this drop-down menu with all of those
Institutions, and
then we'd have another one which shows the majors.
Yeah.
And then after that, then we're gonna get the the credits. Once we have something that kind of works and is useful for you,
Yeah.
then we can Ismail says hi. Yo, what's up, man? Then we can kind of actually convert that into like an actual app.
Yeah.
But I love prototyping in Colab. It's just so fast. Yeah. And maybe we don't have really much time, but
Yeah.
maybe we can just grab these. It'd be really nice to grab these from the site into our. How does it get those? It has this thing called institutions. Okay, yeah, it's got all these institution IDs, names.
Yeah. I see.
Oh, sharing it, am I? So share here. Yeah. So there's another one called institutions. I'm gonna copy that one. Copy that one as fetch, and gonna convert that one. Yeah, here. So to Python request. It's too long. Oh, I copied way too much stuff. I think I did copy all. Yeah, I need to copy this one. Okay. Yeah. Copy that one here. The top. Add a new one. Okay. Here. Yeah. So, and then this is where ChatGPT becomes really useful. Is I just say, in Python, I have a variable called response. Looks like this. Use it to populate the drop-down menu. And we want this one. Complete code. Yeah, hopefully that works. Share this here. It's cool. And then what I really want is to run this one. Then right after that, here it's just putting in dummy data. Delete the dummy data.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. It says it didn't. Okay, I think it's this response.json. Yeah, here. That's okay. Cool, right?
Yeah, that's quite cool. And then, could you click on the drop-down menu again?
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Just like click on it. So wait, is that like the drop-down? How could you see like all of them?
Wait, can you see it on the screen share?
I can see I can see your screen, yeah, but like, what happens when you like click on the drop-down menu to like switch options?
Yeah, I'm not sure that I am clicking on it. I'm not sure that it's
Oh yeah, no, it's not showing me the thing then. It's showing just the box. It's not showing like the stuff that happens when you like, I don't know, like when you click on the drop down, it's not showing the options.
That's just Chrome here. It's check this out. This should work now. Can you see it?
No, I still don't see the options. Do I also have like the same thing? That's the thing that you sent, right, in the email?
Yeah, you should be able to run it yourself. But yo, I'm gonna run to the next one.
Mhm.
But play around with this.
Yeah.
This is actually all of the blocks that you need. Actually,
Mhm.
you have like the steps okay, get the list of colleges, then get the list of subjects, then get the list of get the list of agreements, and we have all of that in code now.
Mhm.
So yeah, with just a bit of Python, we should be able um, to wrangle the data into something useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, mess around with it and let me
Mhm.
know where you
Mhm.
get to.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you for everything. Like, thank you for like having this live stream and stuff.
I hope we
It's
can make
really
this.
beneficial.
I hope we can make this real.
Yeah. It'd be amazing.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right. See you
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. Have a good day.
All right. Bye.